Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good morning for those of us who are watching online. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. So I'm going to be talking to us on effective employee engagement and collaboration. Okay, so this is basically my contact details for those of us. I believe that the deck will be made available at the end of the session to the participants. So in case we want to link up immediately after the session to continue the conversation, I'll be very much available to engage with us. So today, I'm going to be speaking on effective employee engagement and collaboration in the context of digital transformation. I will be discussing the significance of collaboration during digital transformation and its impact on employee engagement. I will also emphasize the interrelation between collaboration, innovation, and creative thinking as crucial elements for successful implementation of digital transformation strategies, which is basically what we've been discussing all day. Then I will then close by providing insight into HR interventions that can ensure effective employee engagement. So yes, we've discussed all what digital transformation is going to do for us, the strategy, but we need to then see how can HR help to bring this to life. So those are basically what I'm going to be covering based on the mandates that I was given. So I'm going to start first by us taking a peek into some statistics around digital transformation. When I was doing this, preparing for this presentation, I saw a list of about 153 statistics around digital transformation. So I picked out just a few that are relevant to my presentation today. Global spending on digital transformation is set to reach around 1.8. That was in 2022. Now, by 2025, is predicted to increase to $2.8 trillion. So this shows you that a lot of money is being invested in this transformation. And if a lot of money is being invested, so you should know that this is something that is very serious. McKinsey, one of their reports, reported that 70% of digital transformation fail due to employee resistance. And so if it fails due to employee resistance, you can see why the topic that we are discussing this afternoon, this evening, this morning is very relevant. 75% of executives say their business functions compete instead of collaborating on digital products. We don't want different functions within the organization to compete. We want them to collaborate, okay, when it comes to digital product. If they all compete against each other, we will end up at the end of the day without having what we are seeking to have. When it comes to drivers of employee efficiency, 74% of those that were surveyed cited communication tools, okay? And then another 74% also mentioned collaboration platforms. So these are some of the things that could hinder or make your digital transformation a success. Now, the last point or last statistics that I took out from that particular report says that collaboration and teamwork improves company sales by 27%. So that is to say, if there's no collaboration, there's no teamwork, sales is likely going to drop, and which makes it very important for us to see what can we do as HR to help the organization to be able to transform, okay, digitally. Now, what is the importance of collaboration in digital transformation? The first one there is that for us to be successful, okay, for us to achieve whatever targets we've set for ourselves in transforming our organization digitally, collaboration, like I've said, is fundamental. That is the fundamental element in achieving success when it comes to digital transformation. If people are working in silos, definitely we will have a different organization. We will not have this kind of organization that we're looking for. Digital transformation is not just about technology. You know, we invest in technology, but it goes beyond just technology. Okay? When we talk about digital transformation, it covers people, processes, and systems. So you don't just invest in system, you leave the processes out, your policies out, you leave your people out, you will have a big problem. So that's why there is need to collaborate and bring all these things together, bring people together, bring the systems, bring the policy so that we can all talk together and get out exactly what we want. Collaboration enables cross-functional teams to work together, okay? If I take an example of what has happened in my organization, when we decided to transform digitally, we had to draw people from different sectors. We didn't just pick the IT people because this is a digital project. We picked people from different areas within the organization. And then because we are beginning to come together, we had a shared goal. This is what we want to achieve. And everyone was bringing in their own views that will help us to be able to achieve what we set out to do. Collaboration also enables us to pull different ideas, because if you're in HR, you're in finance, your skill, the knowledge that you have is different. You're in IT, you have different skills, you're in sales. So bringing all these ideas together will lead to a more comprehensive and innovative solution. Okay? Collaboration enables us to share knowledge. Okay, it promotes knowledge sharing, it promotes learning, it promotes driving continuous improvement and adaptation in the digital age. As we all know, I think before last year, we were not talking about ChatGPT, but towards the end of last year, ChatGPT came on board. And today, for those of us who have experienced what ChatGPT is doing, you know that ChatGPT is making a great impact in the way that we carry out our work. And so if people do not share knowledge, how do we ensure that we all can then benefit, the organization can benefit from this digital transformation that we're talking about? How does collaboration boost employee engagement? So we've talked about collaboration. Now, we're trying to see employee engagement. What exactly is employee engagement? Employee engagement, for me, my own definition, is commitment. How committed is an employee within that organization? And when I talk about commitment, it basically means going above and beyond your call of duty. You've been assigned a particular task, you've been assigned a particular role. You go above and beyond what you are supposed to do more for that organization so that productivity will go up. That's basically for me what employee engagement is. And collaboration would help to boost employee engagement. So let's see. Employee engagement, one, helps to improve productivity. It helps to improve retention within the organization. So when somebody is committed, you know they want to put in their best. So their efficiency level will go high. And because they want to put in their best, they also want to make sure that they make an impact in that organization. So that helps to retain them. And when they do all this, what happens? The impact of putting in their best, making an impact in that organization, we automatically result to organizational success. Okay, so that's what employee engagement does, and which is why every organization should strive to see that their employees are engaged. Notwithstanding that the global statistics shows that only 21% of employees are engaged, but I believe that if globally is 21%, what can we then do within our organization to see that we increase that number to beyond 21% so that we can get this benefit that statistics have shown is possible when you have employees that are engaged. So collaboration positively impacts employee engagement by creating a sense of belonging, okay? A sense of purpose and ownership. So I talked about commitment. Okay? When an employee is engaged, they feel that I'm not just working for the sake of working. I'm working for myself. I want to get better. And I know that by the time I put in my best, the organization will grow. As the organization is growing, I'm also growing. And they can see purpose. They have meaning for the work that they are doing. When something is not working well, they don't say, no, it belongs to this other department, but they see it as their own. They take it upon them to get it resolved. Even if they won't be able to resolve it, they follow up with the department that will help to resolve that particular challenge. When employees are actively involved in collaboration, they feel valued, okay? They feel motivated, and they feel empowered. The other thing again is that trust level increases, okay? So you begin to build trust because you are collaborating, okay? As you collaborate with one another, you gain the trust of that other employee. The other employee gains your trust. And when that happens, what happens? We're able to work amicably to achieve this goal. And we're excited working together. So every Monday, I'm looking forward to go to the workplace because I need to see my colleague who has been collaborating with me to make life easy for me. Yes, there are challenges that we go through, but we pull together. There's a popular saying in the scriptures that says, one person will fall 1,000, but two, 10,000. So you see, if one person can fall 1,000, ordinarily you expect that two should fall 2,000, but two now will fall down 10,000. So automatically means that when we collaborate, we will achieve 10 times what one person is able to achieve. So let's talk about the interplay between collaboration, innovation, and creative thinking. Collaboration, fosters an environment where diverse perspective, ideas intersect.
Emmanuel?
And when you have diverse ideas mixing up together, what do you have? It sparks.
Emmanuel,
yes.
Could you kindly try to wrap up, because you have only 2 minutes?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. I'll soon wrap up. So, it sparks innovation and creative problem solving. Now, the key ingredients for any successful digital transformation is basically collaboration, innovation, and creative thinking, which I've described in the previous slide. So I'm going to wrap up with the initiatives, okay? The HR initiatives for effective employee engagement. The first one there is transparent communication, okay? So there is need to establish a transparent communication policy around what we're doing. Communicate with everybody, carry everyone along, ensure the involvement and input of everyone within the system. People will require training and skills development for them to be able to succeed in this digital transformation journey. There is need to ensure that there's cross-functional collaboration. Rewards and recognition is also key. When people have done what they're expected to do, there's need for you to ensure that you provide them recognition and reward. Change management support, because you're introducing something new. Some people will have a challenge in adapting. So what sort of support do you have? There's need to put a support in place. Then we should also be concerned about employee well-being, okay? Today we talk about mental health issues, people are burned out and all that. So we need to be concerned about employee well-being. HR needs to ensure that there are strategies around employee well-being. The leaders that are going to lead, they also need to understand this journey that we are going in. That's the only way they can lead their team. We've talked about collaborative tools. There's need to put tools. Today we're doing this conference, and I'm speaking all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. That's a collaborative tool that we're using and platform. Continuous feedback is also key. So as we continue to implement, what are we doing to ensure that we provide feedback, managing performance? So these are some of the things that HR needs to put in place. And for this to work well, I think Patrick mentioned it, leadership. Vivian also said it. Leadership support is very critical. HR cannot just implement these things on their own. They require leadership support. So in my organization, we had done something where we wanted to move or transform our organization digitally. Some of the things that we did was all these things that I've listed. And at the end of the day, it resulted in us having 2 digital products that we never had before. We were just a brick and mortar organization, but today we now have digital products in the market, and we are continually refining and enhancing what we have. So in conclusion, what I would like to leave with us is that without employees buy-in and participation, the digital transformation will likely face resistance and fail to achieve its goals. Without clear communication and collaboration, the different parts of the organization will not work together effectively, and the digital transformation process will be hindered. And finally, without a digitally prepared, educated workforce, digital transformation will likely be more about stagnation than transformation. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And for those who have questions, I believe those online can use the Q&A button to ask their question. Thank you very much, and that's it from me.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for that very good, insightful presentation. Another round of applause to Emmanuel.